So if you were blind, how would you ask somebody for a cup of milk?
If I was blind, is that how you do it? I mean, I'd probably say, "Hey, can I have a cup of milk?"
I just wanted to see how you get you with it. You'd be surprised. Some people get so fucking stumped
they have
on
to
it.
like think about
They
it.
start doing things like using signs or like crazy shit. It's like you still can talk. You're just blind.
You know, my
fucking
sister
dope.
can sign. I think that's the coolest fucking thing.
Your sister can sign?
Yeah.
Like, can I ask why she picked up that lovely talent?
I couldn't tell you.
She just said, fuck it, I want to sign one day. So I'll learn how to sign.
I guess. I don't know how she knows.
Maybe she's anticipating something going down with you.
If anything was going to go down, it'd probably be with me.
Yeah.
It's
She's preparing for having to use sign language forever.
Sometimes you wake up, like last night, we obviously got after it.
Oh, last night was a rough night. By the way, we're going to always share our night out stories with you guys because they're typically pretty adventurous. So at least on my part, because I tend to tie one on when I go out.
You got aggressive last night. I haven't seen you like that since where was it? No, it was you or Siobhan who passed out.
Siobhan,
like
my
20
ex,
years ago.
Holy shit, that was me. I blacked out at Space.
Yeah, Space. That's what it was. Yeah, you fell asleep on the couch.
I blacked out. Like,
yeah.
You know what's crazy? That's when I stayed at Nick's house. I won't say his last name, but Nick.
He was in South Beach, right?
He was in South Beach at the time. And then basically the last thing I remember is walking into Space. And then what was freakier about it. So last thing I remember is walking into Space, followed immediately by me opening my eyes at 10 a.m. on Nick's couch.
That's a blackout.
That's a blackout.
That's
it
not a brownout. That's a blackout.
It was the weirdest. I mean, I blacked out before, but never that early on where I literally just remembered entering a place and then waking up the next day.
As we get older now, we've said it before, you're 40, I'm 37.
Yeah. You like to keep telling everybody that I'm 40, by the way.
Old fucking
guy.
Balls hit the
toilet
toilet
you're going to
water.
be there anyway. You'll be there soon enough.
Yeah, you got to get Botox for your balls.
Yeah, well, you got to get Botox in a couple places.
But it fucks you up longer now. Like, it's a real thing. Like, I don't drink a whole lot.
What does? Hangovers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You know, it does. It definitely lasts longer for me, but I've kind of perfected getting past it as quickly as possible.
What's your secret?
I just drink a shit ton of water or seltzer before I go to bed. Take some Advil, and usually I'm pretty good when I wake up, and then I'll just drink like another half gallon of water or like 5 cans of seltzer.
I need to sleep. Like, if I'm drinking my face off, I could take 14 Advil, I could drink 6 gallons of water, but if I don't have sleep,
right,
it's a fucking round.
Yeah, see, the sleep doesn't get me. It's not the sleep. Yeah, because I don't need a lot of sleep.
I'm such a moody bitch.
I get up at 5 a.m. every day, 5:30. It's the hydration that gets me. I've noticed it too, which is why I started doing it. Is that if I'm extremely dehydrated after a long night of drinking, that's when I feel miserable. The quicker I hydrate myself, the better I feel.
Do you drink enough water like during the day regularly?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not a big water drinker, but I drink club soda.
Okay.
So yeah, I could drink 10 cans of club soda a day. So I try to make sure it's equal to.
We're from New York, say seltzer.
Club soda, dude.
Seltzer.
All right, whatever, seltzer. So I could drink at least 8 to 10 cans of seltzer a day. And that's my water. You know? It's just carbonated. So I get with no sodium, obviously, just straight seltzer water.
Yeah, the idea when we woke up this morning knowing that we were coming to shoot an episode, even like 11 this morning, I was like, ugh.
You're dreading it? I knew we'd be all right because it was late. It's 5 o'clock. But
I'm grateful we didn't do it this morning.
Yeah, that would have been rough.
Yeah.
Rough for sure. So yeah, it was a good night though. I gotta say. So I had a pretty crazy night. We went to what we do. So we went to the
First we went to the Ben and
downtown West
Doug
Palm.
And I were just talking about this too. As I get older now, I have like increasing social anxiety.
Yeah, we got to get you past that, dude.
I just don't like being in crowded places.
It wasn't even that crowded.
The Ben was fucking packed.
It was an amazing crowd though. It's a vibe.
It was a good time.
It's a vibe.
But it was good because we got there late, but about half hour after we got there, it started clearing out.
Right.
And that's where I got more comfortable.
Right, of course.
And then we went to, you call it a speakeasy.
And then we went to a speakeasy.
It wasn't a speakeasy.
It was a speakeasy. It was an entryway through the fish building on Datora.
So you're considering it a speakeasy because it's adjoining a fishmonger?
No. So speakeasies are typically places that have no sort of advertisement,
Signs,
signage,
yeah.
locations, addresses. Like they just don't. That has none of those things. You don't even know it's there. You only know it's there because I took you there.
And it was packed.
That was packed. Yeah,
Packed.
that place was packed.
And
it was
you
fun,
like that
though.
shit. No, it wasn't.
Love it. I love it. I eat it up.
Oh,
I eat that shit up.
what do you want to get into today?
I don't know, actually. Fetishes.
Fetishes that is actually a pretty good topic.
I tell you, there's some weird people out there, bro. I gotta say.
Fetish. See, probably should. Maybe we could look it up now. But I feel like all fetishes, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they're rooted in something. Like they come from a place, right?
They could.
But yeah,
some of them are just.
That's what I was going to say.
Some are just weird.
Yeah, there's balloon fetishes where people like get off to rubbing balloons on themselves. I don't even mean like latex fetish. I mean like balloons.
Yeah, it's weird.
I like
animal.
Furries.
They furries.
Yeah,
they dress
furries.
up like animals. What else? You know, it's a weird one. It's a new thing on. And I don't know if it's new. It's on OnlyFans. It's called JOI. Jerk off instructions.
They tell you how to jerk off.
Yeah, they give you they want the girls to give them like actual instructions on how to jerk off.
No one needs to tell me how to do it.
I know. I've been doing it for 40 years.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Like I got this.
I'll show you how.
I'll
done.
tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you how I'm gonna jerk off. Okay. But yes, I know people into weird shit, dude. I was talking to one of my friends who happens to be an influencer, and she's like, "Yeah, guys will ask me for like literal Ziploc bags full of my piss.
They want her to mail them
send
piss.
it to them." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I've seen girls who fart in jars
and send it.
Yeah,
right. But why? Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna like put some in your coffee in the morning because you were thinking about her? Like, I don't fucking get it. Like, what are you gonna do with a bag of piss, you fucking weirdo?
I guess it's.
I'm sorry, I hate to shit on people, but guys, listen, you don't see women asking for shit like that. So you guys,
no, you don't. You don't.
You give us bad reps with those weirdo things that you ask for. But
yeah, bags of piss.
And then I love the guys that complain about the shit that these girls do. But I got news for you, dude. Like guys that complain about how they make a living on OnlyFans or they hate on
make your money.
They hate on them. And the crazy part about it is, and there's even podcasts, right? Well, they'll bring these girls on and they'll just destroy them for like an hour. And they bring on girls that obviously are not mentally equipped to defend themselves against some of these hosts. And that's not to insult women. It's just sometimes you're just, if you're not a debater and you're not prepared.
There's
like, keep in mind, these guys know what they're going to go. They're going into the episode with the intention and they're doing homework and they're getting ready to obliterate you for what you do. And you're very unlikely to be doing the same homework or have the debating skills or argument skills. It's a skill set.
It's dialectic reasoning and dialectic argument.
Right.
Like, there's a skill set behind that. Absolutely.
There is. So when you go on, girls, when you go on to these shows where these guys are doing that, you're going fully unprepared because they're going to destroy you.
Let me tell you something. If I looked like some of the models on OnlyFans, I would be on OnlyFans.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What bothers me about the guys that give them a hard time is like, we're perpetuating it.
100%.
Why the fuck do you think they make so much money online?
Porn industry. Why do you think it exists?
Stop bringing the girls in and shitting on them because it's not. They're doing what they should be doing. They're exploiting something that they can make money off of.
Make your money.
Every guy has done it throughout the history of time.
Right.
So if you want to punish someone, bring them guys on, dude. Shit on them.
The guys,
because without the guys, without the demand, there's no supply.
Exactly.
So, if we weren't such fucking weirdos, there'd be no demand for OnlyFans pages.
No, the reason you're absolutely right. The reason it exists is because there's demand for the product.
Absolutely. There's a high demand for the product.
Yeah. There are girls out there making money.
Millions, dude. For things I didn't even know. I mean, fucking bags of piss, bro. That one got me. I'm like, I don't even get it.
I saw I think it was on TikTok or Instagram, the fart jars.
Yeah, the fart jars is funny though.
Like literally shows her, she like literally just like puts it right up to her ass.
Right.
You hear the fart and she caps it real quick and then puts it in a box, puts the mailing label on and sends it out.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
My friend Steve actually said, he was like, dude, I got $1 million. He was so serious. He's like, I got $1 million idea. Let's hear this $1 million idea. He's like, all right, so I'm going to go to California and I'm going to find like one of the hot female celebrities. I'm going to get a picture with her. And then I'm going to go back into the room and I'm going to video, like, I'm going to fart into a jar and I'm going to put her name on it. I'm going to show it with the picture and I'm going to have her take a picture with me holding the jar. She's not going to know what's in it. And then I'm going to sell it to people as, like, let's just say hypothetically, Jessica Chastain's fart. I swear, dude, it killed me. I was like, dude, do you hear yourself? Like, do you hear how stupid that is?
Said this out loud?
Someone said this out loud. You have any idea how ridiculous you are? Like, that's insane. It was funny because of his delivery of it, and you had to be there.
He was so excited about it.
He was so excited about it.
And he just says it, and it's just the word. You see, because most time, I like to think I have enough self-awareness that when I say something stupid, normally like my brain clicks as it's coming out of my mouth. Yeah, I'm like, shut up, stop.
It's rare.
But for somebody to be that excited about such a horrible idea,
he was pumped. He was so pumped.
Did you shatter his reality? Be like, that's the
worst you know why I didn't? Because we were all drunk, and he's a funny guy, so it's his delivery, right? So I mean, a part of him may have been joking to a degree, probably not, but his delivery was very funny, so it was hysterical. But yeah, I'm just saying that people would never even be able to have those thoughts if there weren't so many guys out there that had so many weird fetishes asking for shit like this.
Yeah.
I mean,
the porn industry exists because there's demand for it. Jerk off instructions exist because clearly there is a demand for it.
Clearly. Unfortunately, actually.
I don't get it, but most fetishes I don't want to say I don't get. Like,
I get some of them. Listen, I get some of them because some of them dictate like dominance from one side or the other.
Yeah.
So, and I get it. Some guys like to feel like they're in a submissive state. Some women, especially if they're in a dominant state most of their lives. Like
it's a release.
Right. It's a release for them. So I get that side of it. It's not my thing. It's not a release for me. But I get some of them. So like, I don't have, like for me, like I don't have any fetishes. I do have a thing. All right, let me rephrase that.
You like feet.
Feet. Not like them. I don't have a thing for them. I have a problem with ratchet feet.
That's not a foot fetish.
No,
that's not
right.
Liking ratchet feet.
No. So, but it'll actually be a criteria of mine in dating.
So I don't know. It's like that knuckle toe.
Yeah, it's
or
just
like
I
that
can't
hammer
do it.
toenail.
I can't get past it. I don't know why I can't get past it. I always think back to like the movie Shallow Hal, where she had the one toe hanging over the bicycle pedal. He's like, like freaking out. But I can't do it. I don't know why. So yeah, like for me to date someone, like they really do have to have nice feet.
They have to pass the foot check.
Yeah. But it's not, like I said, it's not a fetish. It's not like so I could suck on them or do all kinds of crazy shit. Which not to say that I wouldn't do it if it turned someone on I was dating. But that's not my intention behind it. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, foot fetishes. I get them. I get them because I obviously like dating girls with nice feet. So I understand why that could get taken further. But yeah, there's some I definitely do not get at all.
Types of fetishes. Let's see what we got here. Foot fetish, BDSM, which is essentially bondage, discipline, dominance, submission.
Yeah, that
sadism,
I get
masochism.
that type.
We kind of touched on that. So wait, masochist is when
she likes to get the shit kicked out of her, basically.
Sounds nice.
In short, that's basically the short version of it.
It's no different than, again, the idea of a man wanting to be submissive or feel like they're in a submissive.
Yeah, but they like to get, I'm telling you, dude, you gotta, they really like to get it handed to them, bro.
Oh, you mean like safe word kind of shit?
Yeah, it's not a gentle thing. It's not like you have to be built the type of way, especially if a woman's a masochist, to be able to do that.
I don't like.
Like, let me ask you a question. You're gonna, like, let's just say you were dating someone who was a masochist but hardcore. You're gonna literally punch her in the face.
I couldn't.
You couldn't, right?
No, I couldn't.
You're gonna strangle her to the point of unconsciousness, almost, right? So it's you gotta be built for that for sure, and you have to kind of come from a place where you understand that it's giving them pleasure, but you also have to be willing to raise your hands to a woman.
I couldn't. Yeah, no.
On that level, which is tough. So, yeah.
Role playing.
That's fun though.
Have you ever? I've done role playing sometimes. Yeah, that could be fun.
I've never done anything I mean, I've never done role. I mean, well, I take that back. Women I have dated have role played. Yeah. I've never necessarily role played, but yeah, I've had girls dressed like school teachers, pigtails. All that
Yeah. Latex and leather. It just looks latex and leather. It does nothing for me. It just looks very annoying to get on and take off.
I mean, I would never put it on, but I do find women attractive that
like latex suits or like
pull it off nice.
Yeah.
Like I always think of Michelle Pfeiffer in the Catwoman suit.
Oh, that was she
was hot, bro.
Yeah,
that was a pretty sexy latex outfit.
What was that? That was the original. Oh, that was the original Batman with Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that was great. She was great.
Yeah, she had that like fair skin.
very pale,
Yeah.
tight leathers. Yeah, that was hot. So yeah, things like that.
Fucking Michelle Pfeiffer.
I love that
She
shit.
still looks good, dude.
She does.
She looks
Absolutely.
beautiful.
I'd date her.
Voyeurism and exhibitionism.
What is voyeurism?
So voyeurism, I think, is watching other people.
Yeah, I get nothing.
Yeah.
I get nothing from that.
Exhibitionism, I guess that exhibitionism can be fun kind of in public.
That
I'm
I
not
do.
saying
That
in the middle of a baseball field. With
No, see that
during a little league game.
right. So that I would do. So I have a thing for that actually. So I take that back. I guess that is a fetish. Is that a fetish? So I guess I do have a
I
fetish.
think you meant that one over your head. All right.
No, it didn't. You said in public places on display.
Yeah, and it's in the middle of a little league game.
No, I wouldn't do it in the middle of a little league game because
Yeah.
there's kids there.
Yeah.
But I would do it in the middle of a restaurant.
Or
I
like,
would do it
yeah,
in a bathroom. I'd
Yeah.
do it on the top of a car in a valet lot. I'd
Yeah.
do it,
Yeah.
in a phone. I've done it in a
That I
phone
like.
booth.
Oh, number 7,
Phone
furries.
booths. Remember that was Penn
Phone
Station? I had sex at a phone booth.
Oh,
at
you used to
Penn
have
Station.
the row.
Yeah.
Like the phone bank row.
Yeah, I've had sex in pretty crazy places, dude. Macy's department store behind a coat rack, right in the middle of the department.
You were
store.
definitely on camera.
I was definitely on camera
Yeah.
somewhere.
You were not in a blind
I
spot.
feel like they were too uncomfortable to come talk to us.
Yeah.
And we were once it was done, we were out. So it was pretty quick. But yes, I guess that is a fetish. So
Furries. Fascination with
furries.
the anthropomorphic
Fuck
animal
that.
characters, often involving role play or costume wear. Do you like cut a hole out for your dick? How does that work?
yeah, that's what they do basically. Something like that. Something along those lines.
And then she cuts a hole out and you
Yeah.
just
And you fuck his animals. Or furries. That's weird. Like I don't get it. I just don't get something like that. Like you have to have a weird kind of attraction to animals. I mean, at that
you're
point,
saying
why
like
not?
bestiality?
Huh?
You mean like bestiality?
I mean, you have to. The fact that you're dressing up like one, I mean, that tells me that you have a thing for animals. Not
maybe it's the idea of like primal. But if you're dressing up like a furry bunny, I don't know what's primal. You look like Furby.
hopping around the
Yeah.
bedroom.
I've seen I think it was TLC where the guy wanted to be like he would like kind of dress up like a dog and he wanted to be walked like a dog.
Did he? There's a guy that wants to identify. as a
Do you see
dog.
that guy?
Yeah.
I think it was in Japan
Yeah, he's
where he spent a lot of money. He looks like a fucking border collie. I
It's
think
getting
it
out of
was.
control, man.
Yeah, well, people are out of control. People suck. Balloon fetish, an attraction to balloons, typically involving inflatables or specifically popping.
So they get turned on by the popping of a
Pop.
balloon.
Yeah,
That's not so bad though.
it's
If a girl came to me and said, blow up a bunch of balloons and pop them for me,
in my ear.
I'd be fine with it. I'd be like, it's a little
I would.
weird.
I would do it.
Yeah, as far as fetishes goes, that's far from a bad one.
No, that's yeah.
Right.
ABDL, adult baby diaper lover.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There we go. A
What do they
fetish.
do? Just put on some Depends and then
Yeah,
go into the
I think
bedroom?
that's part of a fetish centered
Yeah,
around
I think you're
age
right.
play involving adults acting like infants or toddlers.
So they get bottle fed and
Yeah.
binkies and
I did say to you,
breastfed by their wife.
what was it, a few days ago though? I went for a walk with my sister and brother-in-law, soon to be
Right.
brother-in-law, and she had her my niece and nephew in the carriage, like in the stroller. And I was just thinking how nice it would be if they had like an adult-sized stroller where you could just lay in one of these like recliner style things
Yeah, as an
while
adult,
someone just pushes you, or it's automated on like a track,
you would like
and
that.
you're just napping in a fucking recliner. The fans blow out.
You wanted crypods too.
Dude, the world would be such a better place if you, first off, if every guy
Listen to
could
this,
cry.
guys.
Listen, I'm onto something here, all right?
Yeah.
If every guy cried
Right.
once a month, when's the last time you cried?
I shed a couple tears when me and my ex broke up.
Same. So
But
mine was,
not necessarily because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I was hurt, but I was more devastated by how bad she took it. So that hit me at home. That hit home for sure.
Yeah, that's part of it. But I was sobbing. Like I remember sobbing. And it felt
Like-
so cathartic and good. Like,
Well,
to
it's a
have that.
release.
Yes, it
For
is.
sure.
Because
Absolutely.
every guy, we said it on the other episode, they internalize everything, they take everything, they hold it in.
Right.
Getting that cry out, if there was like a place where you could go, kind of like, a 15-minute session, you just go and it shows you
Right.
every traumatic thing that makes you just trigger,
Right.
and you just start bawling for 5 to 10 minutes. And you have 5 minutes to get your shit together. You know, they have a little station you can wash your face.
What do you do about the puffy eyes after crying for 15
You know, maybe do it after work. Don't do it at lunch.
Right.
But if every guy did that once a month.
Well, guys would definitely be more mentally stable for sure. I think.
Right.
Or just not so quick to fly off the hand. Because it's tough to keep everything in like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're going to catch a guy. Because at the end of the day, everyone's going to know what they're walking into the pod for.
Right.
So I don't think.
Oh, I did the stigma behind you.
You'd have to have it like in a speakeasy. Like behind closed doors, hidden with a password.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You need a password to enter it.
Right. Password.
Yeah. Cry pods. That's my $1 million idea.
Cry pods. Now, why would anybody go into a cry pod if I could just go into my bedroom and cry for an hour?
Because people don't.
They don't. You're right.
Yeah.
So,
object fetish, attraction to specific objects such as shoes, gloves, or particular materials like silk.
what, they just like the way it feels on their body?
I guess that, but
That's not
I
bad,
think this is the attraction to the object. So I saw, I think it was last week.
She's like, oh, show me that mitten again.
There was a
Show
woman
me that
who
bit.
was in love with the Eiffel Tower. Like that was,
So what, she just get off to the Eiffel Tower?
I don't know if she just rubbed her clit on
Imagine
it,
if
but
she
like,
went up to the top and tried to stick the tip in.
that's why I can't bring you places.
I'm just saying. The fuck. That would probably be like her ultimate. Like
I have a hard time.
Did you know the Eiffel Tower grows 6 inches during the summer?
The metal
The
contracting,
metal
and expanding.
expands
Yeah,
from the heat. It's fun fact for you all. I'm full of them.
you know,
Oh, you brought up the Eiffel Tower, so I just felt that it was relevant.
that was
Right.
stupid, but it was.
That's I actually think that's a pretty cool fact.
Bridges do it too. You piece of shit.
No.
No, they
might.
don't. Metal bridges
The metal expands, but they don't get bigger.
That's what
The Eiffel
expansion
Tower
is,
actually gets taller.
because it's a tower, not a bridge.
Right. That's my point.
We're gonna keep going.
Robbie, you're just
Wet and messy fetish involves the enjoyment of wet substance. I don't really like this one
why?
because
That's not bad.
I imagine having mud in your shoes right now. How weird that would. I hate.
I
that
think
feeling.
them even getting greased up in like baby oil and shit does it for
Mud, paint, or food being applied to the body or incorporated into sexual
them. That
play.
could be hot. I could do that.
Want me to smear mud on your ass?
Not you, because I'm not into gay guys, but
Mechanophilia, an attraction to machines or vehicles, sometimes involving sexual arousal from being around or inside them. You imagine a guy like he goes into like a World War II tank and just starts coming everywhere.
Oh, see the Germans.
Oh, all right.
Let's go.
Vererephilia. Philia? A
Philadelphia.
you know what it is?
No, I'm just trying to.
A fetish involving the fantasy of being eaten or eating someone else.
So that's
Often
like,
in a non-realistic fantasy context. So
Right.
not cannibalism.
so you're Hannibal Lecter, basically.
Yeah.
You're just fantasizing about
Would
it.
you have a girl ask to just bite off like the tip of your pinky?
Wait, say that again?
Have a girl asked to bite off the tip of your pinky? That's the
No,
only way
I'm
she
just-
could come.
I'm assuming you have. After bringing that up, he's like, look,
That's a dumb assumption if you just looked at my pinkies.
just because she asked doesn't mean you did it.
Medical fetishism and attraction to medical equipment.
I just would love to know how people figure this stuff out, though. Like, these people can't be that open about it.
What do you mean? Like how
Like,
these
how do,
fetishes
yeah, what do they
exist?
take a poll on like what?
Dude,
these
there's a
crazy
porn
fetishes
for
are? I
there's a
just don't
genre
understand.
for everything. South Park did an amazing job of it, where men become so desensitized because of the amount of porn they watch,
Right,
and one of the characters' dad has to just watch more and more extreme versions of porn to be able to get off.
right. I
It's
get that,
fucking hysterical.
but yeah,
uh,
it's weird.
It's weird. Tickling fetish,
Tickling fetish.
and there's a term for it: KNIS, nismalagnia.
Who
Definitely
the fuck
butchering
would
that
want
word.
to be tickled?
I fucking hate being
tickled
tickled.
to the point of coming. That's pretty crazy. I don't even know if I could last that long. I wouldn't make it through the tickle. to get
Because I
there.
start punching people in the throat.
Yeah, seriously.
Like you start tickling my feet, you're getting kicked in the face.
Yeah,
Like I hate being tickled.
I'm trying to think of another. Oh, like necrophilia is a fetish, which is pretty fucking disgusting.
It's dead people, right?
Dead people, yeah.
What's
They fuck
people who fuck
corpses.
trees? Dendrophiliac?
I don't know.
There's definitely tree fuckers. Crush fetish. This I've seen before. Controversial and often illegal. Oh, God. No, this is not what I thought. Controversial and often illegal. It involves the sexual attraction to watching small creatures being crushed or squished underfoot.
See, I feel like
Definitely Japanese.
So here's the deal: if you have a fetish like that, chances are you're a sociopath.
Yeah.
If you're killing animals
To get off.
on
Yeah.
it, chances are you're a sociopath.
Yeah, that is
So I don't think that's necessarily a fetish. I think that's just psychopathy.
like
I mean,
putting a
that-
gerbil up your ass.
That could be more of a fetish, but the physical act of stepping on
Killing
an animal
something.
to kill it, yes,
You're taking joy and pleasure
out of taking a
in a
life.
sexual nature
Right.
by extinguishing
Jeffrey
a life.
Dahmer did that. That's how he started.
That's how he started. That's how he had to like get off, right? Like,
Well,
kill.
what he would, yeah, but how he started it all was by dissecting roadkill.
Oh yeah. I watched the Netflix one they did last year.
So he was obviously fucked up from
That just put me in a bad mood.
Yeah, I got to give credit to that actor though. I forgot his name, but I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah, he's in all the American Horror Stories
because he does deserve the credit. I gotta find his name.
He just did like pretty much every season of American Horror Story.
Yeah,
which is a dope show, and
he
don't like
played.
horror.
He was in X-Men.
Yeah, he was with
Quicksilver,
Quicksilver,
something like
Silver?
that. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, he was amazing in that film. Let me tell you, bro. He had me on the edge of my seat with anxiety. I mean, the entire series,
the Dahmer series.
the Dahmer
That
series.
was a good series.
Yeah. It was an amazing series. It shows you how stupid the police departments were back then, though. I mean, seriously, it does. Are you
Well,
serious?
you didn't have forensic. Did they have what was it? 70s? Dahmer 70s, right?
Something like that. Yeah, but
So-
it wasn't the forensics. It was just letting the kid go walk back into the fucking house
Back
after
into
he
the
had
apartment.
escaped.
Yeah.
Like, what do you?
Yeah.
That's what really. I almost had to stop watching the show because of that.
Yeah, that I don't like
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters. He's a
name is
great
Evan Peters.
fucking actor.
He's an amazing actor.
Yeah. American Horror Story, which isn't like gory. Like, I can't watch torture. Like, I remember I saw The Hills Have Eyes in theaters, and
Right.
that fucked my shit up.
The Hills
Like,
Have
I
Eyes.
can't watch torture.
Hostel.
I saw
Hostel's
Hostel in
pretty
theater
crazy.
too. Oh God, when he fucking like clips the back of her ankle.
I know.
Remember
like,
this? Oh, Eli
yeah,
Roth is a
that's
sick
pretty
fuck.
crazy. His movies are great though.
Yeah, and he's great in Glorious Bastards.
It's amazing that they come up with these ideas. Actually, though, I don't know where their mind goes to what dark places to come up with these storylines. But
You like horror?
I like horror. I don't like supernatural shit though. Things that I feel could potentially be based in reality, possibly,
Because
they bother me.
yeah, like spirits.
Like Paranormal Activity. Not a fan.
I love it though. I
Yeah,
do like
it
that stuff.
freaks
But
me
it
out.
makes my ex loved that stuff, and she put me on to. I don't think it was Unsolved Mysteries. I think we watched that as well. I'm gonna have to ask her the name of that show, but she put me on it. It's creepy shit, dude. I definitely buy into that.
For what? What show is it?
I can't remember the name of the show.
Oh, you know, Black Mirror is a good show.
Black Mirror is dope.
Yeah, Black Mirror is a good show.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think for horror. I was a big I love Friday the 13th, even though they got disastrous toward the end. Freddy. I like the Insidious series a lot.
What did she have me watch? Was it Insidious? There was one. Oh, The Conjuring.
The Conjuring's good.
Fucking creepy.
The Ring was good.
Never seen The Ring in
Never
theaters.
saw The Ring. No, there's another one with Jennifer Garner that was really good. I can't remember what it's called though. But yeah, I mean, I like horror. I do. I'll be honest. I'm a huge Marvel fan.
Yeah, like so
huge.
my whole thing with like Marvel is I don't go to the theater a whole hell of a lot. I don't think I've been since literally maybe a year or two prior to the pandemic.
No, I thought about going recently to see Equalizer though, but
That just came out last week, right? Or 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago.
was-
I wanted to see John Wick 4, but I don't go. I like
you know,
going
it was
too.
weird though. He just didn't. I don't like that he had no dialogue. As
In the
odd
movie?
as that sounds, he had very very little
He
dialogue.
doesn't have any dialogue in any of the movies.
No, this was extreme. It was a longer film with less dialogue.
I don't need Keanu to talk. I need him to find new ways to kill
Fuck
people.
shit up.
The one scene where the fucking guy got yeeted down like the escalator.
Right.
I remember watching the behind the scenes of it, like watching this stunt double do it.
Right.
Fucking insane, dude.
Oh, sure.
There was a real body that got yeeted down an
Oh
escalator.
yeah, they practice that shit.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question: who wins in a fight, Robert McCall or John Wick?
Your brother and I have gone over this so many times, and John Wick wins.
No, he doesn't.
You're so fucking dumb.
Hand-to-hand combat, Robert McCall wins.
John Wick. He's like a
is
Belarusian
weapons.
like prodigy.
His weapons are.
He's been trained since he was an infant.
Doesn't matter, but he's a weapon-based fighter.
No, he's
Robert
just
McCall,
better with weapons.
Right, Robert
As
McCall.
most people are when you put a gun in their hands.
Robert McCall is straight hand-to-hand combat.
So dumb.
He loses. If you take John Wick's guns away from him, he loses easily. I'm just telling you, it's reality. I mean,
you say stupid things.
No, a lot of people agree with that. I think you're dumb enough to have this argument. I think you're the only person that disagrees with that.
You and your brother have such a hard
conclusion.
on for Denzel.
I love Denzel Washington.
Me too. Love Denzel.
Yeah, just even as a person.
But you're comparing him to like a little Russian, like.
I'm not comparing him to a Russian anything.
The character John Wick is. I think he's Russian or Belarusian.
Yeah, something like that.
That's his background or his origin
that's
story.
His family.
Right. And you're saying that just the guy that was trained by the CIA would be better than him.
I'm saying it's based stupid. On their fighting skill sets in the movies. One is a heavily weapon-based fighter, and the other one is only hand-to-hand combat. Robert McCall very rarely puts a weapon in his hand, unless it's a shot glass or a
not disagreeing with the context of the movie.
Right. So, no. So that would imply that John Wick without weapons is less lethal.
Well, here's the beauty of this. We're never going to fucking know.
No, we're going to know because they're going to do a collaboration. They're going to cross over. Watch. That would be a fucking great movie.
I think John Wick's dead now, right? Spoiler.
No, he's not dead. They're coming out with another thing.
Well, they had a grave. I guess it doesn't mean shit. But going back to the Marvel, I like the Marvel movies, and my ex loved them. That's how I started kind of getting into them. And if you watch them and see, the only ones I didn't like, honestly, were the Captain America ones. But it's like, they're not going to win Academy Awards, but it's like a fucking Snickers. Like, it's going to be delicious. It's not, French
I think
chocolate.
They won Oscars for special effects.
All the editing and shit like that.
Yeah.
See? Editing's important.
Thanks, guys.
Editing matters. Production matters.
Production matters.
Fucking matters so much.
But yeah, I don't know. So anyway, back to our fetishes.
Yeah, let's go back to crushing animals.
How about fantasies?
What do you mean?
Like fantasies that somebody has. Like the fantasy.
Can you elaborate?
I don't know, your fantasy to fuck a character in a movie or
like Woody Woodpecker?
Yeah, or like a cartoon character like Big Bird or Oscar the Grouch. Yeah.
Right? You want to fuck Oscar the Grouch in his trash can?
Bert and Ernie. Threesome.
Devil's threesome.
The devil's threesome. Yeah.
Plushophobia is an attraction to stuffed animals or plush toys. So you fuck teddy bears.
It's not horrible.
No. I don't. Again, and it says here on the bottom, when discussing fetishes, it's essential to approach the subject with sensitivity, respect, and an emphasis on consent and safety. Sure. But
so they say, I forgot. So I guess masochists like to be choked, right? So apparently I didn't even know that you have to be, obviously you have to be careful when you're choking somebody.
Yeah.
But there's a way to do it. Like,
yes.
You're supposed to practice and learn before you start doing it.
Yeah.
Because you're not meant to choke, like push down on the trachea.
Pipe. Yeah, you're supposed to sides.
Cut the blood flow off and put pressure to the sides.
Yeah.
Which I learned obviously from the girl that I dated who was a masochist.
After you put your thumb in her trachea.
After I choked her to death.
Her voice went down an octave.
That was it. She never spoke the same again.
That poor girl.
Oh man, I think it was more traumatizing for me.
Yeah, I like being choked and I like choking. If the other person's into it, absolutely.
You like being choked?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. My eyes roll back in my head. Put a belt around my neck and jerk off in the closet.
You look like the guy that would wrap the belt around his neck, tied to the doorknob, and start jerking off while he's hanging himself.
Oh yeah, is he gonna find me in a hotel room in 6 years? Going out on top, baby.
That's it.
Oh God, I can't. I need glasses. Erotophonophilia. An unusual, I'm butchering that word. My apologies to anyone who is an erotophonophiliac. An unusual attraction to the idea of committing murder during sexual activity or arousal from the thought of being killed by a sexual partner. I guess that's different than masochism.
Sociopath, dude. You can't. I don't even know why they classify those as fetishes.
It says here, note, this is an extremely rare and controversial fetish.
Yeah, I don't see it as a fetish. I see it as a sociopathic tendency. I see like that person would kill somebody for sexual pleasure.
Lactation fetish.
Breastfeeding. I know that's a fetish. Like to be breastfed.
Maschalagnia. The fetish. Body odors. Specifically the smell of underarms.
Yeah, I know men. I know women that like that.
I know like they like the musk or like scent.
They do. They like
but body odor is fucking gross.
For a guy, I don't think a guy would necessarily gravitate to it, but I know women that like when men smell that way. It's just like a manly kind of like man's man thing, and they like it. So, and that's fine. That's not that bad.
There's navel fetishes.
Oh, really?
With your belly button, yeah. You'd fuck someone's belly button, Chris. Fetish involving vomit, emetophilia.
I've had
urophilia, getting pissed on or peeing on.
Yeah, it's not a bad one, I guess. As far as getting shit on is disgusting. Huh?
Pee, I'm fine with. Shit.
Have you had somebody pee on you before?
No, but I wouldn't be opposed. I'll tell you.
I don't know. I could do the peeing. I could never let somebody pee on me though.
Yeah. Oh, listen. If you want to be a furry, be a furry. If you want to, short of crushing fucking gerbils between your toes,
right?
If you want to fuck someone's belly button, go fuck someone's belly button. God bless.
Hey, listen, I'm a pretty sexually exploratory person.
Yeah,
but I draw the line on certain things for sure. There are lines I'm definitely not willing to cross.
Yeah. What's the shit? Scat, right? I think it's called scat.
Yeah. Shitting on someone or someone shitting on me, never going to happen.
Do you remember when Two Girls, One Cup came out?
I do remember that.
Yeah. I remember watching like 6 seconds of that. And
now they would have never taken it down. They took that shit down real quick.
What was that website? Rotten.
Yeah.
Oh,
great website.
Fucking website.
It's great.
That traumatized a whole generation. See like murder scenes and shit as well, I guess we're what, 12, 13?
We were 12.
13-ish?
No. You might have been.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Because you're old.
Dude, you're getting there, bro. Keep talking.
You'll always be older than me.
It's all right. Keep talking. I look younger than you. That's the crazy. That's what should really concern you.
Didn't you just...
Is that at 40 years old, I look younger than you.
Why would I be concerned? You can't grow a beard.
Because you can talk.
You look like a toddler.
You could talk all the shit you want about my age. But at the end of the day, when I'm 50 and I look 40 and you're 40 and you look 80, it's not really going to make a difference.
Worry about yourself. Worry about growing a beard. Fucking patches.
I don't think I want to have to maintain that thing.
Maintain.
Grizzly Adams over here.
You fucking shave here and here. Do you shave your neck?
You were a lumberjack in your past life for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I shaved my neck. Why?
I don't know. Did you get neck? It's so fucking blonde.
It is. That's all.
I'm
going to dye it black so it looks fuller.
Your beard?
Yeah. Just to see how full it actually
I used I don't know if I told you your brother, Just for Men, for like the beard.
Oh yeah, you told me. It got too dark though.
Well, it's because I had like the fucking Pauly Walnut, like silver streaks,
right?
Like over here, and it's like a little bit here and there, but I didn't mind it. But then I was just like, oh, let's see how it looks. And I did it like 3 or 4 times, and then it got too brown.
Right.
Like
so you had the process too long.
Yeah, and so I just trimmed the whole thing. I was like, I look like I'm 16. I didn't like that. I like grays.
Yeah, grays are fine.
Yeah.
I don't have necessarily a problem with them. I'd rather not be gray if I don't have to be, but
a little salt and pepper action.
So yeah, salt and pepper's for like guys with dark hair. Like you don't use salt and pepper. I'm not that dark. I mean, I'm darker, but
my hairline started to go back now.
Much darker than I used to be.
Would you ever, if you started losing your hair, would you do that thing where like everyone goes to Turkey? Like it's like $5,000.
Yeah, I would do it absolutely, 100%.
Do it now.
Why not?
That's the only thing.
It's come so far as a procedure
versus even 10 years ago.
Right. Like so many of them are successful now.
Yeah.
And they'll give you back basically, and they don't have to cut it out of the back of your neck anymore, which is huge because you don't want to have a nasty scar in the back of your neck.
Is that how they used to do it?
That's how they used to
like
do it.
grafting.
They graft it. They take it out. They cut a sliver of your hair from your neck out.
Your neck meat.
Yeah, basically. And then you'd always have this nasty scar forever. So, and then they weren't always successful. So now what they do though is they individually pull the hair follicles out from donor areas. and then they place them
So
in
other areas of your head where
of
it is
your
growing.
head. Right.
So what happens though if you do it and like once you do it, your hair's like if my hair's receding now, like in the corners,
Right.
it's going to continue to recede.
It
So
is.
the idea is that so like if I do it now and then in 10 years,
They tell you to wait till you're 50.
that's
That's the recommendation.
because at that point it is what
You're
it is.
pretty much at your maximum amount of hair. I mean, you'll lose more hair between 50 and 80, but you're going to lose the most up until you're 50. So if you wait till you're 50,
It's so fucking cruel, dude. When I
You'll
was in
just
high
then-
school, I had, full head of hair, and now I have back and shoulder hair, and it's thinning up here. It's migrating off my head onto my body.
Just shave it, bro.
I had
Just pull a
laser.
40-year-old virgin and get it waxed. You know?
If you ever wax your chest,
No, I've never waxed my
Oh.
chest.
I did a strap.
I let my ex wax my arm, so that was rough. That was rough.
Like,
yeah, just because
Yeah.
I shave them for the most part. But yeah, it's not. I don't know how girls do it. I give you girls a lot of credit because the waxing, the laser treatments, the fucking
Laser
lip
doesn't hurt.
injections, everything that they do. Like I've watched it firsthand from my ex doing it, and there's nothing not painful about a lot of the shit that they do.
I had there was a girl I was dating, and she got I think it was called like a vampire facial. And if I remember correctly, they take your blood out
Mm-hmm.
and they put it in a what's it called, centrifuge?
Yeah,
Where it separates the plasma and the platelets or plasma, and then they literally take a fucking it's like looks like a spiky roller, roll it all over your face like a steamroller, and then rub your fucking plasma back in your
I
face.
know.
Dude, she was in tears.
Yeah, there's micro needling, that's supposed to be good to stimulate hair growth, though.
Microneedling?
Yeah, it brings more blood flow to the surface.
Yeah.
I don't know how great it would work. Mikey does something that works really well.
I've gotten
He
Botox.
uses
I get
something that
Botox
works.
again. Have you gotten Botox?
Yeah, I get Botox.
Where'd
I
you
still
get
get Botox.
Your eyes?
My forehead.
Yeah, I want to
I'll be honest with you. I used to get like these crazy headaches. So it kind of started with
bullshit.
no, I swear. I'm not gonna lie. So don't get me wrong, I was always had an interest in doing it, but
That's
then,
what Botox was for,
yeah,
though,
well,
right?
then Jordan, originally it was for medical purposes, I guess, but I'm health purposes. But so yeah, I mean, Jordan would do it all the time. I was like, I always get like these crazy tension headaches, like from stress. So I was like, I'll just do it. I'll do it. I was getting a lot of wrinkles anyway. I was like, fuck it, I'll just do it. Maybe it'll help with the headaches too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did it, and I just haven't stopped. I don't really get tension headaches anymore. I'm pretty consistent about it.
You have a friend who has migraines, and she gets Botox.
Yeah.
This Botox is another one, but for that reason.
What, for headaches?
Yeah.
Yeah, it works, dude.
Yeah.
Because
I've gotten it on my
really-
eyes. I've gotten it on my forehead.
Because it freezes the muscle. So
It,
you
like,
can't-
paralyzes it.
It paralyzes, so
Yeah.
you can't tense up like that.
But the first time I got it, I think the person was newer at doing it. I looked like the fucking Joker for like 3 weeks. My eyes were like this.
Oh, he did too much. See, you're not supposed to do that with guys. They're not supposed to come that close to your eyebrows.
I guess it was a guinea pig.
Because for women,
They're trying to
it
figure out
gives them
the
it gives
kinks.
them a raise, which is what they want.
Yeah.
And for us, if they get too close, it could also make us more droopy. So
Really?
they're really supposed to try to stay very light and away from it.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
we're not looking
3
for the
weeks,
same.
I look like
We're not looking for the same effect women are. Obviously, they want to look like that. They want to look like their faces are peeled back. Like they're stiff. no emotional, like nothing on their face. They just look like.
But it's in terms of how far like cosmetic surgery has come, you could still see so quickly when someone gets a facelift. There's something like they still have not worked that one out yet.
I'll tell you another one. You can always tell. I swear, watch now. Everybody's going to pay attention to this. Let me tell you a dead giveaway. Okay, you could look at a woman and she might look 25. Dead giveaway all the time are the hands.
Oh, like
You cannot change the hands.
you mean like liver spots?
No, like you're gonna see, they're gonna have older hands. They're gonna look 25 with their hands. They're gonna look 40. Watch, you're gonna look now.
Okay.
So you're gonna see a girl that's got tons of plastic surgery, and she's gonna look stunning, like she's 10, 15 years younger than she is. You're gonna look at her hands. She's gonna have 40, 50-year-old hands. There's nothing they can do for their hands. Their hands are gonna age. They're gonna wrinkle. They're gonna get more vascular, and you can see it. I can always tell.
I'm curious now.
But the girl you were talking to last night,
Yeah.
I know her. I mean, she's like 40, 45, 46.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does.
You could tell because she really did not want to give her age.
Well, she doesn't look anything. She looks like she's in her early 30s, bro. She doesn't look old at all. But her hands
She
look old
looked
as
good.
fuck.
but she didn't look to me. Maybe it was just the way she was kind of carrying herself.
She was sorry, I'm not going to say that, but she was,
Hard C.
She's
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, she could be a bitch. I mean, I actually like her. She could be a bitch.
I could be a bitch. I get it.
You are a bitch. You were bitching all night last night. Can we go? Can we go?
You fucking going to
This is not my vibe.
Oh, it's in a fish market. It's really cool. You can't tell that it's here. And then it's 800 square feet and there's 16-year-olds in there and it's great. And
There's
they
too
play
many.
techno. And then you're going to spend $74 on a beer and wait 18 minutes to get it. And someone's going to bump into you and knock it out. And then you're going to get yelled at for trying to go to the bathroom. And then you're going to walk
fun.
out. Fuck that place.
I have social anxiety. I can't take all the people around me. They're making me afraid. Fucking guy.
Fucking idiot.
Like, loosen up, bro. Relax.
No, I just don't like being around. I don't want to feel like a fucking, like I'm in a tuna can or a sardine can.
Well,
Like,
you
I
have no
hate
fear
that
of ever feeling like you're in a sardine can, Rob yourself.
Elaborate, because that joke wasn't funny.
It wasn't a joke. You just, you tend to create a lot of space around yourself. You're a big guy. It's all right.
Oh, that was the punchline.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, we'll work on you, Chris. Don't worry. We'll get you there.
Right.
We'll get you where you need to be.
I'm sure plenty of people are going to hear what I said and they're going to understand exactly what I was saying. It's very common. I told you, I have this thing where people just, when they're the butt end of jokes, they tend to get.
Yeah, wait. Is it 28-28?
Let's just keep talking about the game in the middle of the fucking podcast.
Shut the fuck up.
This fucking guy, when we're rolling, I can't get over him. So I guess basically, just to recap on everything, there's some weird fetishes out there.
Yeah, again, I'm not judging anyone for anything. If you're a furry or a plushie or short of, again, killing animals or hurting people, fucking do you.
Yeah, for sure. I don't judge anybody.
No.
I mean, I do some of the shit or do some of the shit for people.
I judge a lot of people. Let's just backtrack on that. I judge a lot of people.
I try not to pass judgment in life, especially over things like fetishes. Like, listen, everybody's entitled to do what they want.
You want to...
And that's great.
Suck on some toes, right, baby.
Just stop asking girls to send you bags of piss and shit. It's disgusting and it makes us look bad as men.
But you know what? They do it.
Yeah, they did. And then the other thing is this. I swear to God, I'm going to keep saying this. Stop shitting on the women who exploit the men that want this shit. Yeah. I don't blame them for anything.
No, I'm not joking. If I could spread my asshole on OnlyFans and make $100K a month, I would have done it yesterday.
Every guy would.
Yes.
Okay. Women have been exploited forever. And now they have an opportunity to exploit men and the things that they want. So fuck it. More power to them.
Get it.
Let them do what they want to do. Stop shitting on them for it, because if you could do it, you would do it.
What do the kids say? Secure the bag.
Secure the bag.
All right, secure the bag.
So, but yeah, it's crazy to me to hear people do that. So just, it's the men that perpetuate it. Remember that before you're so quick to shit on what they do, the women do, because they're taking full advantage of the opportunity, and I would too. So listen, no one's going to feed you. No one's going to pay your fucking bills. No one's going to take care of your kids. Okay. At the end of the day, you do what you have to do to make a life for yourself. And if somebody has a problem with that, you can tell them to go fuck themselves, because I can promise you they would 100% step over you, under you, whatever they have to do to get to where they need to go. And they wouldn't listen to a fucking word you have to say about it. Okay. So don't ever be discouraged by people who hate on the things that you're doing to provide for yourself. And if they hate it, tell them they don't have to get involved in it. They can stay out of it. They don't got to give their opinion on it, and they don't have to watch your fucking content. Yeah.
Unsolicited advice. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like, I didn't ask you.
Right.
I don't care what you think.
Absolutely.
My ex used to say, unless you're feeding me, fucking me, or clothing me, don't talk to me.
Right.
Which I loved.
I do. I love that.
Yeah.
So that's the truth. So anyway, I guess that's pretty much where we're at with it. But anyway, so we are now, man, we're
rocking and rolling
right now. So hey, listen, I just want to say thank you again, especially to our production team.
Yes.
Doug and Jordan, thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
You've been great. To all our viewers, we appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Again, we really, really want feedback. Give us any questions you have, any topics that you would love to hear. We're all about it. And
slide into our DMs.
Slide into our DMs. And I know we are going to at some point start doing lives. We're going to have you guys with the ability to call in, write in. We'll have a message board so that you can interact with us during the show. And we're really looking forward to that. So, keep tuning in. Check us out on IG at notfornothing.podcast. Check us out on TikTok at notfornothingpodcast. But again, thank you guys. We're done. It's a wrap. And we'll see you next week.